Hello, my name is Lucas. This is a bit of late. It's raining, as it always does in Shanghai, and we're here to do a little bit of a book haul. Books I bought in stress. How did I get them? Money, even though I'm locked down. It was my birthday, and I wanted to celebrate. Anyway, the first book is The Redemption of Time, written by Bao Shu. This is a three-body problem novel. It's sort of a fan fiction from what I've heard. It was written by this guy online and caught enough attention, was incredibly popular, and eventually Cixin Liu, the author of the Trisolarian trilogy series, approved it, and it got published and has been translated by Ken Liu, and it sounds really cool. He's actually got a short story that I've read in Broken Stars of Chinese science fiction, also translated by Ken Liu. It's about a man going through his life from a young age till he gets older, but as he ages, he's actually going backwards in time, culturally speaking, for China's history. So it's a really fascinating kind of study of Chinese culture and Chinese citizens' relationship with their country and that kind of thing. So I thought, The Redemption of Time, well, he's already written a story I really love about time. And this story is the end of the fourth year of the crisis era. Yin Tianming died. He was frozen, placed aboard a spacecraft, and launched on a trajectory to intercept the Trisolarian First Fleet. I vaguely remember that. I'll have to probably refresh my memory of some of the things that happened in this series. It was a desperate plan, but there was a chance that the aliens would find rebooting a human irresistible, and that someday Tianming might relay valuable information back to Earth. And so he did, but not before he betrayed humanity. You can see right there. Bold. Now, after millennia in exile, Tianming has a chance at redemption. A being called the Spirit has recruited him to a war against a foe threatening the existence of the universe, a challenge he will accept. But this time, Tianming will not be a mere pawn. He has his own plans. And I'm sold. I saw a lot of reviews that are quite mixed on this novel, and so that doesn't really have me concerned. I will read it and find out for myself. I'm hoping I will enjoy it as much as that story, but, you know, who knows. But it looks really cool, has a great cover, has a great title, is an addition to a cool series, problematic series, but cool series, and yeah. Also, it's purple, and I like purple, so everything came together to attract my attention. Speaking of that, the only book, I think, other than like comic books of some of his short stories that I've seen, the only book I don't have of Cixin Liu's, maybe there's one more, actually. Probably there is. Maybe it's new, I don't know. That would be Ball Lightning. Da Liu, as you can see, his sort of nickname. This is a really cool, I like these covers, actually. I like these covers a lot. But, yeah. Liu Cixin, I suppose is his actual name. We can see it here. But, anyway, this is, has a really cool premise too, and is sure to be highly technical, as all his other works are. On his 14th birthday, right before his eyes, Chun's parents are incinerated by a blast of ball lightning. Striving to make sense of this bizarre tragedy, he dedicates his life to unlocking the secrets of this enigmatic natural phenomenon. His pursuit of ball lightning takes him far from home, chasing storms across mountain peaks and into highly classified subterranean laboratories. But Chun's obsession can't insulate him from the real world's interest in his discoveries. He will be pitted against scientists, soldiers, and governments with motives of their own. A physicist who has no place for moral judgment, a beautiful army major obsessed with new ways to wage war, a desperate nation facing certain military defeat. All of that sounds very intriguing to me. I am, slightly worried that I think this is an earlier novel than some of the ones I have read by him, but yeah, I'm hoping that his strengths will be on full display and honed even at this early stage in his authorship, and that some of his weaknesses are weaker. So, we've got this beautiful major, army major. I'm a bit wary on his position on women, especially from the Trisolaran series, but we'll see. It sounds interesting. And then the next 3 books are all part of a series by an author I have come to really love. I have read just a few of her works, but I want to read more. I have read Kindred, and I have read Bloodchild and Other Stories, which is a collection of short stories. What we've got here, my friends, is Dawn by Octavia E. Butler, a Lilith's Brood novel. On top of that, we've also got Adulthood Rights. Yeah. And then I couldn't resist getting the trilogy, Imago? I don't know how to say this. Imago, I'm gonna say. These are new releases, re-releases, I guess, reprints from this year. Absolutely gorgeous artwork. Look at that. Really beautiful, very colorful. Really makes me curious as to what's going to happen in these stories. I really have no clue. I believe Dawn is the first one. So what I'm going to do is just read this one to you, read a little bit about it, and then, the other 2 are, I guess, sequels. Maybe they're just part of the same universe, I don't know. I've already read them myself, but they all sound really cool. Normally I wouldn't just buy all of a series at once, but I love Octavia E. Butler. Even if one of these or 2 of these books is not great, I'm wondering, is this still good, just not Octavia E. Butler good? Or, I don't know. But anyway. When Lilith Iapo wakes in a small white room with no doors or windows, she remembers a devastating war and a husband and child long lost to her. She finds herself living among the Oankali, a strange race who intervened in the fate of humanity hundreds of years before. They spared those they could from the ruined earth and suspended them in a long, deep sleep. Over centuries, the Oankali learned from the past, cured disease, and healed the world. Now they want Lilith to lead her people back home, but salvation comes at a price. To restore humanity, it must be changed forever. That sounds so cool. I want to know more about that. Okay, and I said I was only going to read one. But I'll read all of them. Why not? For the sequel, we're not just following Lilith. Lilith's son, Akin, looks like an ordinary child. His family lived together on Earth, but not in complete peace. The Oankali saved humanity years before, compelled by the desire to create an extraordinary new race of children. But there are those who resist Oankali and the salvation they offer. I'm already interested. The first of his kind, Akin is more powerful than any other being. He understands the desire to fight for the independence of humanity. He also fears that if left alone, humanity will destroy itself again. And that when young Akin is stolen from Lilith and their hybrid family, he soon faces an impossible choice. But first he must reconcile with his own heritage in a world already torn in two. Come on. Stories of identity and that kind of thing. Come on. And then we've got this one, which I think might be my favorite cover of the 3. Jodas is a child of the earth and stars, born from the union between humans and the Oankali, who saved humanity from destruction centuries before. But Jodas is approaching adulthood, a metamorphosis that will take him beyond gender and family, and into a great but dangerous unknown. Frightened and alone, Jodas must come to terms with this new identity, learn to master life-changing powers and bring together what's left of humankind, or become the biggest threat to their survival. Okay, seems like we've moved on from Lilith and Akin. Don't know who Jodas is. I don't know if I'm saying their name right, but I'm excited. I am really interested in Ball Lightning, The Redemption of Time, Imago, which I guess I'll read last. Adult Rights. Uh-oh. Don't drop the books. And Dawn. Yeah? Sounds cool? Sounds fun? I'm excited. Thank you.